Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. Today we're going to be trying to showcase Alolan Marowak. Now, Alolan Marowak is not as good as it is in other generations, or, well, in Generation 7, mainly because it doesn't have access to the Thick Club, so it doesn't have double the attack. It also doesn't have a physical Ghost Stab. In Generation 7, it actually has access to Shadow Bone. Here, it does not have anything, so it does have access to Swords Dance. As a Fire type, it can Will-O-Wisp your opponent, though, which is pretty cool. Wearing down common switch-ins like Rhydon, for instance, and crippling them, of course. And Swords Dance is pretty cool with, Fire Punch, Earthquake. It's a pretty nice coverage in its own right. But yeah, if you guys missed any of my previous Wi-Fi battles, there is a playlist down below. I encourage you to check that out. Feel free to keep suggesting Pokemon you want to see me use. Check the playlist though, because there may be some Pokemon you're suggesting that I've already used. Also, if you want to see the guide to team building, feel free to check it out. But let's see if we can get Alolan Marowak to do anything. Even if it's just Will-O-Wisping something, that way the Mega Aerodactyl on my team can win the game. I think that's at least showcases its strengths, because I try to showcase a Pokemon's strengths, but I also try to showcase their weaknesses. This is one of the Pokemon definitely really hindered by the way that Let's Go is set up. But yeah, we'll get right into the battle right now. Alright guys, we got a game now. I don't hate Marowak in this. Fire Punch for Venusaur, I can Thunder Wave it. Medicham, what am I saying? My bad, I was thinking about a battle I had in a different generation today. But Pikachu, it's because they call it Pikacham, that's why. Pikachu's definitely a problem. I see my Aerodactyl putting in so much work. I do value rocks a lot. I think that when I Thunder Wave Venusaur, Marowak can help me out a ton too. I gotta be very careful about that Pikachu though, for sure. But Marowak potentially SDing up on Venusaur is really nice. Really wish Marowak kept Shadow Bone. That way I'd be able to deal with Moltres. But a few problems my opponent does have for my Marowak. Cloyster, obviously. Mew potentially, depending on the set, and Moltres. Besides that, I think that Marowak has a pretty decent matchup offensively. And also getting off a Will-O-Wisp on something is pretty cool, maybe like Snorlax. So lead off with Mew. This isn't too bad, I get up rocks. Unless they have Taunt, they can't stop me. And I definitely want rocks for the Cloyster, for the Moltres. Also, because some of my best answers to this Pokemon include Thunder Waving it, it's better for me, yeah. They get up rocks himself, not bad. I kind of figured this would be their rocker. It's the only rocker they have. So if they even had a rocker, this would be it, yeah. But yeah, we get up rocks, which means that Cloyster goes down to Moonblast. Moltres comes in at 50%. I wonder if their Stealth Rock U-turn Roost Psychic. I know that in the endgame, Aerodactyl goes in, right? Aerodactyl just goes in. But we gotta lead up to that. So throw off a Moonblast. We're not gonna bother predicting. I want to see what they have. They might have Psychic. They do throw off Psychic, yep. That does so much, man. But I do value damage on this Pokemon a lot because it's actually difficult for me to deal with. And Clefable doesn't really beat much on their team. Snorlax beats it, Venusaur will beat it. So if I can use this just so we can, one of their best answers, or one of their best Pokemon versus my team, I'll take it. Maybe get a special attack drop, it's 30%. They should go for softball here, so I do have a chance to get another special attack drop. Alright, they end up going for another Psychic, so that's cool. I don't mind that. I definitely do not mind that. Now, the thing is, I don't think anything on my team KOs Mew at that point. Maybe Dugtrio. I think it... Actually, yeah, looking at it, Dugtrio is not that good in this game. They obviously have the Pikachu, but... Pikachu can go for a Swishy Splash and deal with me, so I think that Dugtrio makes the most sense now. It does allow their Cloyster to set up, but I can get in Starmie on that. So I'll go for Earthquake here. I'm not sure if this will KO Mew at that percentage, especially if they are a really defensive Mew. But that damage on Clefable was a lot, to the point that I think they're maybe modest or some special attack boosting nature. And if Mew switches out, then it's in range of Earthquake for my Aerodactyl. I didn't want to go Aerodactyl because I want to limit its Stealth Rock switch-ins since I need it healthy enough to take a Zippy Zap from Pikachu. They switch out, maybe into Venusaur. They make the Moltres play. Now, if I was a Dugtrio that's... And one of the standard sets, it's Earthquake, Toxic, Sucker Punch, and Stealth Rock. If I was that set, they'd be able to 1v1 me here. But because I am Rock Slide and it's really good in this case, I'm able to get rid of, hopefully, nope, I'm not able to get rid of them, and they do Roost there, so They get back their Moltres, which really sucks for me. That thing being gone meant that Marowak could click Fire Punch with no resistances. I'm going to go for Rock Slide again. Basically, if I connect, I can get in Starmie and just click Scald and knock them out. But yeah, that really was, I lost a lot out of that turn. They should probably switch too into maybe Venusaur. I want to say Venusaur will come out. I know they went Moltres to pivot on the Earthquake, but I think they just expected me to just be Toxic, Earthquake, Sucker Punch, Stealth Rock. Because that's one of the sets that Doug Trail runs. But because I do have Stealth Rock on my Clefable, I opted to bring the 3 attacks plus Toxic set. Cloyster's an interesting switch in, because it is going to take Rock Slide decently well. But, like, this would have been so ideal for me, because not only would I have been able to get rid of Cloyster, but I would have been able to get rid of the Moltres, and that's the 2 Pokemon they have for Marowak. Now, Rock Slide is the same base power as Earthquake after Stab. I don't want to go Starmie because Starmie is going to be useful for Thunder Waving Venusaur. So if I go for Earthquake here and they Shell Smash, I knock them out with Sucker Punch. And if they go for Surf, they basically were not able to Shell Smash. So I'll take that trade. Obviously, Pikachu is a giant problem, but I'll take that trade. But again, hitting that Rock Slide on Moltres would have been fire. So yeah, we go Starmie now. We just click Scald. Scald knocks out Cloyster. Actually, no, I can't click Scald. Because if they go Venusaur, I'd rather paralyze them. This is going to be a tough endgame. I feel like Aerodactyl can do it, though. I did not mean to click Thunder Wave there. Okay, thankfully they protected. Second time I've misclicked again, a time. Why did I protect? Interesting. Anyway, I'm a Thunderbolt. What I meant to do was go for Thunderbolt, because if they brought out Venusaur, it has that chance to paralyze Venusaur, so then I don't lose a turn, right? By going for Thunder Wave on that. But yeah, Starmie outspeeds and knocks out Mew. It outspeeds and knocks out Moltres. Obviously, again, that Melmetal is a huge problem. Melmetal is a huge problem. And Pikachu becomes an issue too. Not Melmetal, excuse me. Moltres is a huge problem. Sorry about that. I mix up my words so much. My bad. We'll get a Melmetal now. We can tank the hit. I know that my Mega Aerodactyl will always live 1 Zippy Zap even after rocks. Even though it always crits. Yeah, they go for Zippy Zap. Beautiful animation, man. I wish more moves had. I mean, I like the animation on a lot of moves, but that is nothing. So I kind of want to Thunder Wave here. Because they shouldn't stay in with Pikachu. Okay, they out to Splishy Splash me, trying to paralyze. I'm surprised they would sack Pikachu. Because if I'm them, I go for... I mean, that's the second time I clicked Thunder Wave and it didn't work out. So that's my bad. I should have just went for the Earthquake here. I thought they'd maybe go Moltres. But if they're giving me Pikachu, that's amazing. Because that opens up such a... I don't think my opponent sees how much of a door that opens up for Starmie. But yeah, I will take this. But then again, they could be trying to weaken this thing for their Venusaur, which is a giant problem. But like I said... Aerodactyl has Taunt plus Rock Slide. Rock Slide for Moltres. Earthquake knocks out Mew. So I have options. Brings out the Moltres. I can afford to go Starmie here. It'll take a Flamethrower into a Roost. Or into an Air Slash. I doubt they'd Roost. They might. And now I can click Thunder Wave and hopefully get it off on Venusaur, right? For the umpteenth time. Gonna click a Thunder Wave this game and try and make Marowak do something. They go for Flamethrower. They burn me too, which is good and bad. Good because I can't be slept, which is nice, so I get a free turn on Venusaur. But bad, obviously, because this Pokemon's important. But I kind of doubt they're going to switch out with their Moltres being at 1% after. Yeah, so we're going to click Scald here. We get rid of Moltres. So Moltres and Cloyster are gone, and they're kind of forced to go Venusaur, in my opinion. That's what I would go. I would go Venusaur. So that will allow me to hopefully Thunder Wave it. They could also go Snorlax, but ideally they go Venusaur. Allowing me to hopefully Thunder Wave it. Is that Slowbro? I mean, Snorlax. I mean, I value a Thunder Wave on you too, to be honest. Mainly just for full pairs. Yeah, mainly just for full pairs. Because the combination of the Aerodactyl plus Melmetal can also beat Venusaur. So we get the full pair. Pretty good, pretty good. We're gonna be able to bring out a Marowak now after. Not right now though, because they can have they can go for Body Slam or Crunch. I'm gonna try and wear them down though. The good thing is in Let's Go there's no abilities, right? So Snorlax doesn't have Thick Fat, which means it doesn't take Fire Punch as well as it could. But the bad thing, of course, is that it can still take it. Like, it still has Earthquake. Like, it'll take it because Marowak also doesn't have, you know, it's Marowak also doesn't have Thick Club and the strong attack. We bring in Melmetal here because I'm assuming I'll knock you out with Double Iron Bash or it'll be really close. Plus, you're paralyzed and there's a chance I can flinch on every single attack. So there's a chance that if Snorlax doesn't go down here, it can't get off an attack, period. So it was definitely my best play as they get paralyzed. Yeah, so not only the paralysis chance, but also on top of that, the flinch. So if they bring out Venusaur after, I'm 100% clicking Thunder Wave till I die. And then from that, it will allow me to bring out a Marowak and hopefully mess up that Venusaur. Or at least put it in range with Fire Punch to the point of Aerodactyl to win the game. Now, if they go out to Mew, I'm definitely Thunder Waving. Again, if they go Venusaur, 100% Thunder Waving. We gotta try and bring out the Marowak. They bring out Mew. I'm a Thunder Wave here. They get a Flamethrower. They go for Shadow Ball. Does that do 71 damage? Nope. And we hit the Thunder Wave. Not bad. So at least this guarantees that my Marowak should be able to outspeed you. Melmetal, I am not entirely sure because Melmetal is very, very slow. Oh my gosh. Full paras are just the worst for my opponent here. Yeah, we get rid of Mew there. And I know how my endgame versus the Venusaur is going to go. Melmetal is going to go down. I'm going to go Aerodactyl. I'm going to taunt them. That way they can't Sleep Powder me. Rock Slide them repeatedly. Taunt them. And then Alolan Marowak is going to come in and Fire Punch and end it. And this is assuming they knock out my Melmetal right here. Like if they go for Sleep Powder, which I think is a bad play, I think they should always go for Mega Drain. I have a chance to just Thunder Wave them too. They should always go for Mega Drain here after Mega Evolving. That's like your best bet of beating me. I think that's always your best bet. Yep. That should do 28 damage, right? I thought for a second Melmetal lived. I was like, whoa, okay. Okay, killer. So what I do now is I go Aerodactyl. Like I said, I taunt to make sure that they cannot go for Sleep Powder. And then I attack them, and then I get out a Alolan Marowak, and I win the game at the end. So, I mean, the game didn't go exactly how I wanted. And I need to stop misclicking on Wi-Fi. It's not over yet, but the game did not go exactly how I wanted at all. But it still came down to Alolan Marowak in the end versus Venusaur, which is what I was going for. And again, Taunt is my best play, because I can't have them Leech Seeding. I can't have them Sleep Powdering my Marowak. Marowak naturally resists Venusaur's stab, so we can Taunt here. No attack. Let's see if they Mega Drain versus, yep, they try and go for Toxic. Okay, cool. Earthquake is fine. Earthquake has... Like, I don't want to miss Rock Slide. All I need is damage, really. I guess at that point, maybe I should go for... If they have Toxic, I don't think they have Sleep Powder. Maybe I should go for Rock Slide. Just because, like, I get that damage off guaranteed. Like, it's stronger, but... You know, I can miss. Oh, whatever. We'll go for it anyway. Plus, it has a chance to flinch. It does so much, too. Big boy with the Mega Drain. Aerodactyl surviving, not bad. And Taunt wears off, nice. And all I gotta do is Taunt as I go down. Bring in Marowak and click Fire Punch twice, and we win the game with Marowak. That's kind of, and like I said, that was the end game that I was going towards. Yep, they go for Mega Drain there. Time to bring out Alolan Marowak. We're adamant. We will definitely 2-KO you, and we will, unless you have Earthquake, we'll win this exchange. There was a time in when Sun and Moon first came out, Pokemon Sun and Moon, where Alolan Marowak was on every single one of my teams because its natural resistances beat one of the scariest Pokemon in... Yo, that's so cool the way it comes out. Beat one of the scariest Pokemon in Pheromosa. And also Tapu Koko at the same time. So we're going to go for Fire Punch here. Let's see if they have Earthquake. They don't. And Alolan Marowak should be able to 2-hit KO them before I lose. Another big thing is Venusaur doesn't have thick fat in this generation. Let's see. Dude, the way he dances is so cool too. The way Marowak dances is so cool. I love the way this thing looks. So ideally they don't recover enough, but again, they still have to have sleep powder if anything. He's like, hey, knocks him out with Fire Punch. Not bad. Alright, so Alolan Marowak doing exactly what I thought it would do in this game at least. Being able to get rid of the Venusaur in the end game. Definitely, as I mentioned, this Pokemon is one of those iffy ones, right? Like, it's not very good. Mainly because of its Stealth Rock resistance and whatnot. But, Stealth Rock weakness. Lack of, again, good physical Ghost Stab. It's only base 80 attack. It has access to Swords Dance, obviously. But yeah, let's look for another game. Maybe we can get Marowak to do something in the next one, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we got a game, and this is probably the hardest matchup for Marowak, period. Rhydon can obviously threaten it with Earthquake. I do have Will-O-Wisp, which is cool for Victory Bell, maybe. That would be nice for dodging, ideally, a Sucker Punch. But yeah, I think Marowak's mainly just gonna Will-O-Wisp things, and I think my Melmetal is gonna put in a ton of work. So really Clef. Clef allows me to weaken Starmie initially, and also get up rocks, which I think are important too for an Aerodactyl endgame. Especially because Aerodactyl outside of Mega Alakazam is the fastest Pokemon here. They do Speed Tie though. But yeah, if Marowak can just get off like a clutch Will-O-Wisp on something, that'd be really nice. Or even Earthquake just to weaken something like Muck. But yeah, Muck becomes a huge issue. But at the same time, again, my Aerodactyl is a huge issue to them if I just hit their lead with something. So they lead off with Victory Bell, which I didn't necessarily want. They can definitely threaten me with Poison Jab. So that's a good lead. I think they anticipated my Rocker. Yeah, that's it. So we're going to switch out to Marowak here. Ideally, they go for Poison Jab here. They might go for Swords Dance, but I don't mind that too much because, again, I can avoid a Sucker Punch and I resist their dual stab. Hey, go for Sleep Powder. No! They go for Sleep Powder here. We're going to try and burn the initial turn of Sleep. At least before they get in their Rhydon. I can't wake up this turn, period. They're going for Swords Dance Sleep Powder. Interesting. In the face of Marowak. I mean, I doubt I knock you out with anything anyway. But in my face? So I'm definitely going for Will-O-Wisp here. I avoid Sucker Punches. They're going for +4. Okay, this could be bad. This could be bad. I don't know if I take +4 Power Whip. We wake up though, Marowak with the clutch. And it manages to land the Will-O-Wisp. Hey! Big boy clutching Marowak. That is what I like to see. So Victory Bell has been worn down. This is what I expected it to do in this game. Really just go for that. So go for Fire Punch here. We'll live every hit. They have Sucker Punch. Ooh. We do live it though. Get off a nice little Fire Punch now. Not bad. And Marowak picking up a KO on... I don't know if the crit mattered. I can calc if you guys want to personally know. I guess I am a little bit curious as well. I am a little bit curious. Let's see if that crit mattered. Because what I would have done next turn was Swords Dance, but Marowak, my boy. I'm so happy about it. It actually just picked off a KO on easily the biggest threat. So Victory Bell was at 90-something%, 94% I want to say. Fire Punch does 70 to 85, so it could have lived that plus burn. What I would have done next turn was going for Swords Dance. But Marowak, wow, that's a great zoom in. I don't deal with this Pokemon very well. I'm gonna go for Earthquake here, allowing him to knock me out. Wait, what? Are you serious? Hey man, Marowak was too much for my opponent, I guess. They couldn't handle the crit. The thing is though, the crit mattered if I didn't get a higher roll. Because if I got a high roll, burn plus crit made it so next turn, I would go for Swords Dance because I would try and avoid Sucker Punch, right? They already showed their cards. Next turn, I had Swords Dance. Hey, I'm happy though. I'm happy about that. Big old Marowak forcing a little KO right there. You know what? That's a little highlight. I want to end it on a good note like that. Marowak forced an end. So next one I'll do a really long one, like a 40-minute video or sorts. But I want to end it on that just because that's a really happy highlight for me that Marowak was actually able to do that. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed just a little bit of Marowak action. I know I promised Flareon. I know I see comments for it all the time. I see some people saying full Eevee teams. But yeah, we'll keep this nice, short, and sweet. Marowak made my opponent forfeit. That's fire. I will see you guys next time. Check out the playlist down below. Goodbye, my friends. That was so fun. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, guys. I have to end it on a good note like that. Goodbye, friends.